So let me report on my progress with my weight loss. For this particular week, I'm going to give all of the results at the end of this video, but I can say this is probably one of the first weeks that I am happy with my progress. If you saw my video, my last video, it was saying that basically I'm on 5 milligrams now of Zepbound. And there's been a considerable difference in my weight loss, but it's also been a considerable difference in my side effects. And so I wanted to come to you this week and just report about what happened, what changes that happened with us, what our weight loss was, what about the did I actually do better with drinking water? Did I actually start back exercising the way I should be exercising? And all of the good stuff. If you're interested, just keep on watching. Hi, I'm Jay, and welcome to the Life with Rich and Jay. On our channel, we talk about us as Airbnb hosts. We also talk about our travel, some of our relationship, and now we're on a weight loss journey. And we're doing our weight loss journey with the GLP-1, Zepbound. We've been doing this since November the 14th of 2025. And so now we are a few months in. There's been some ups and downs with this. And so I just want to come on and let you guys know what our progress was for this week. So I am on week 15 of Zepbound, and I wanted to just go over a little bit of our progress. I want to go back a little bit. I started in November. I am going to put all of my weights towards the end of this video. But I started in November. I started as a skeptic. I really, truly didn't think this was going to work for me because I had been trying different things for so long, and I really thought that me not eating would make me gain more weight because that had happened before. I had an issue with not eating enough, and that was making me gain or maintain or retain weight. And so I actually started doing Zepbound as a way to control my inflammation. I have inflammation in my legs and in other parts of my body. In fact, I'm having a flare up right now. And so that's how we got to Zepbound. I started at 2.5 milligrams. I am currently on 5 milligrams, and this is my 5th week on 5 milligrams. 2.5 was a roller coaster for me. It started out okay within maybe the first 3 weeks. I went on vacation. Actually, we went out for Thanksgiving the week after I started, and then we went on vacation again, and it just was up and down. I would gain 3 pounds, lose 4 pounds, and I wasn't sure when to go up to the next level. And so I did consult with my primary physician, who suggested I go on this medication, and she told me that it's okay, go ahead up to 5 milligrams. I am using the name brand Zepbound through Eli Lilly. And to be honest, I didn't want to pay that money to go to 5 milligrams. I was determined in my head that I was going to stay on 2.5. It's going to work for me. And everybody is completely different. So it worked for me to get me started, to get my body acclimated. But at 5 milligrams, it is not, it's completely different. I do have side effects. I have seen some videos of people who have said that they have done very well on 5 milligrams, and the side effects that they had previously were on 2.5 milligrams, and 5 milligrams was a breeze. And I am a little bit opposite than that. I am at a point where 5 milligrams, I've had symptoms that I didn't have before, or side effects that I didn't have before. And so discussing it with my doctor, it is nothing that is not something that can be controlled or something that will make me want to quit. One of the biggest things since I've been on 5 milligrams is that I've been having vivid dreams, and it's been very difficult to stay asleep. I can go to sleep, but to stay asleep has been the issue. And so I find that I'm not tired from the medication as I was on 2.5. I'm tired from lack of sleep and the dreams that I'm having that seem to not really subside. They were maybe 3 times a week, and now maybe 1 time a week I'm getting it. It just depends. if my husband's in town and he's here, I tend to kind of push him and like, hey, get up because I'm up. But um, I'm hoping that gets better as time goes on because I do need my sleep. I also have a nutritionist, and my nutritionist is very keen on me getting my sleep. Um, I haven't had any diarrhea. I can say that. I also had nausea with my first 4 weeks on 5 milligrams. Was not bad. It was something that maybe lasts a few minutes and sometimes it'll come and it'll go. But I did notice that I was getting it when I wasn't eating properly. Or say for instance, I was not eating the 3 times a day. I would go hours without eating. And then when I did eat, I had a little nausea. So I did notice that, but I can say that I'm trying to get better. This medication does give me huge appetite suppression and also cravings. I don't really crave much of anything. So there's not much food that you can put in front of me that I'm like, yay, I want to eat that. I have never been a foodie. I'm going to start out with that. I have never been a foodie. I've never been a person that's, I got to eat this, I got to eat this, or I got to eat all of my plate. My main issue was that I would go for a long period of time without eating. And then when I ate, I would make very poor choices. Or, I would get something that I actually did like that day. But if I'll eat that. But if you ask me, hey, what do you want to eat? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Like, whatever you want to eat. I don't know. I've been working with a nutritionist for a very long time. I am not very good with I do my best, but um, if I stay on track with what she tells me, I do feel 10 times better. I was working out, and to be honest with you, a hell of a lot more than I'm working out now. I worked out today, yay. I was working out a lot more, and I felt 10 times better working out a lot more. But now, between the lack of sleep, I also changed positions at work, so my hours are totally different now. My drive is different now. At work is actually longer, which is weird. But I'm still determined to get that in. The other thing I've noticed is that on 2.5 milligrams, I had thirst where I just wanted to drink. And now I don't have excessive thirst, but I do feel that, yeah, you need to have something to drink. The problem is I feel so full. If I like today, I'm drinking this and this is just my water bottle. I do have electrolytes in here, according to my doctor just called me yesterday. Matter of fact, I do need to add electrolytes. My blood work was showing that my potassium was a little bit low because of the amount of water I was drinking and then urinating, and I wasn't replenishing it. And so I add electrolytes to my water. So I have been doing that. Um, and it makes me feel better, but still getting it in is not where it should be. I wish that there was a way that I can get more water in. I've never been a fan of water, but since I've been on this weight loss journey, that's all that I drink. I don't drink juices. I don't drink sodas. I haven't had soda in over 20 years. So I don't drink any of that. I'm very limited with alcohol. If I do have alcohol, it's probably on a Friday night, and it's a very, very mixed drink. I don't drink like that. It's not something that interests me. And with this medication, I can still have that one drink, but it may hit me a little bit different now than that one drink did before. So that is enough for me. Um, Other than that, I can say that, I have noticed that there are little tiny bit of differences in my clothes. I can't say that I noticed anything that's over the top. I mean, 15 weeks, I think that my expectations starting out was extremely low. And then I can say that my bank account made my expectations extremely high. Like, let's get this thing over with. Um, but at the end of the day, my husband and I both are on this. So it's not like we're only paying for one person, we're paying for two, and that's a lot. But I am being told by my doctor, because I would suggest anyone who watches this to consult with their physician. But what I'm doing is healthy. My weight loss is healthy, which was hard to hear that because of the 2.5 milligrams, I was going up instead of going down. And so once it was up and down, it seemed like it was kind of great, but I didn't think that that was where I was supposed to be. 5 milligrams, I am literally going on a steady pace of down. So that is a good thing. It may not be, 5 pounds a week, but according to my physician, it still should be between a half a pound to 2 pounds a week. And so if I'm staying within that and doing the things I'm supposed to do, which I'm not, and I should do better, um, it should be okay. I'm going to tell you though that I am not perfect. I have not been perfect any part of my life. I'm not perfect, but I do strive to do better every single day. I'm a Christian, so I do pray about the things and giving me strength to get through some of the things that I'm going through. I feel that sometimes I can push myself a lot more than what I do. And so I try to do that. I do need to try to drink a lot more water. I fear if I drink more water, then I will get in less nutrients. So according to my doctor, I should just focus on protein and fiber. And so I focus on protein and fiber. I spoke with my nutritionist last week, and I plan to also try to limit my carbs because I do notice that I'm okay with eating carbs. I personally have always been a carbaholic. I've loved carbs, breads, rice, everything carbs has been me. And over the years with my nutritionist, I have gotten better with it, with noticing it, recognizing that maybe I should cut that in half and push it to the side. I've gotten to the point where I tell them not even bring it to the table because I have absolutely no willpower. And so now I do have willpower, but it's still not where it should be. I would probably eat carbs all day, every day. So now I've learned what the good carbs are. I'm doing a lot better and I am very proud of where I am, but I can do more. And so I did tell her that I would focus on doing a lot more. I have a few trips that are lined up in the next few months. My anniversary is coming up in a few days. And so I am thinking about those things. Do we do dinner? How do we do dinner? How do we figure this out? How do we stay focused on our journey and not kind of fall off of it for our anniversary? Don't have an answer for that yet. We'll come back to that when we get there. But at the end of the day, to be perfectly honest with you, I think that I'm doing well. I think that I'm doing well. And so um, I am going to put my results right here on the screen for my week 15. And just notice that some people are going to be a lot better than I am, and some people are not. Some people are going to be where I am, or maybe even slower. So I do need to appreciate, recognize, and thank God that I've seen something and it hasn't been what I thought it would be in the beginning. But at this time, I am just trying to stay super focused. Sorry, and hoping that this journey continues and that I am healthy within this journey and that my information is exactly what the doctor says it's going to be. And by the way, when it comes to information, I have not said that it's been 100% improvement. In fact, my last video, I said that it was probably like maybe an 8. I want to say that I feel it's probably more of a 7. I don't see the swelling in my feet. I haven't seen that in about 2 weeks. No swelling in my ankles, and my legs have been okay. Do I feel it? I feel the heaviness in the morning in my right leg. I still feel it. It is not as heavy as it probably was before, but I do feel it. I cannot say that that's completely gone, but just the fact that I can walk around and do 10,000 steps and I can take my shoe off without it swelling or anything like that. I'm just going to say that I'm in a win. Week 15 has been a win no matter what. And so just to follow up with you guys is good for me. And I think anyone who's going to be able to support my husband and I on this journey, and if you have these issues with information at all and you're using Zepbound, please let me know in the comments below. Or if you didn't, but now you notice that maybe your space is a little smaller or your wrist is, just let me know in the comments below. And again, I really appreciate it. I want to do the what I eat in a day thing, but I'm kind of embarrassed by it because I don't think I am an example for anyone with the what I eat in a day. Maybe I'll build up the courage to do that, but yeah, not right now. I'm just not there right now. I just want to kind of focus on one thing, and I feel like if I put that out there, I have more pressure to do that. So I'm just gonna focus on this one thing. So please, please, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I really appreciate it if you made it to the end of this video. Bye.